to work tomorrow. Fuck! Ugh. That's good. 6 day. That's good news.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air.
That was a good 6 day off.
Tonight we begin the final stretch. Week 16 starts here, as it'll be our visitors.
But I got 2 days though. Thursday, Friday.
Home team.
I've been playing story mode on 2K, man. I've been trying. So I get on my PC.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy
you get free shoes when you do story mode too.
On Thursday night prime time. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
You left Trail Day by himself?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Off
the play fake, he'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's caught. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only they're controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
They go play action here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And he gets 17 more on that one and another 1st down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles, knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
At one time, I don't really do like it here.
Here's Locke to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jackson Smith-Njigba. His 11th touchdown of the year. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their own drive. Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Michael Dixon set to kick off. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
That man got hurt off a basic sack.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the
You got a back brace on. Yeah.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Blake Corum.
The drive starts with a carry by Corum. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37. When you look at this defense, they come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
I jotted down in my notes and prepping for this game, but this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. But how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. Here's Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Out for the season. Good God.
These defenders flying to the football
Yeah.
their win last week.
Good night.
Nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Night.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Stafford. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Hello.
And it'll be a turnover. This is
The boy's flying, boy. The dogs out there.
You know there's going to be some
Dogs out
traffic
there.
somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's got this down.
Oh, he's back. I ain't recognize that was him.
Nice work to get
I thought he was out for the game.
and it's second down.
What the fuck? He left.
They'll run the toss to Walker.
All right, bro. Just throwing me off.
Nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken.
Are you in or out, dog? What the fuck?
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league.
Yeah.
They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now Locke. He'll try and do this himself. And I don't think he got there.
Whoa! That's not a first down?
Short by maybe a foot.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
4th and inches. They'll go for it. It's Locke. These guys running back out of the backfield. Down the left sideline. Touchdown! Ken Walker with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Whoa! Q don't got to work today.
And they will not get a chance to
Congratulations.
return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
What the hell? You think he don't got to work? He's going to do some type of work.
Offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We're coming to this one off the loss of the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game,
Boom! Woo!
It certainly is, because you get right back
That ball bounced back in his hand, though.
things, and look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited,
Smoked sausage.
but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players, guys.
You already
make
pumped.
plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Smoked sausage, y'all.
from the 50, Stafford. He's going to swing this deep downfield. Man, it's caught
Damn!
at the 6-yard line.
I forgot. You like
And
to
he gets into the end zone for the touchdown.
Guys.
A great play there.
Big.
49 yards. And his guys are able to make this a close
Just
game
wait.
again. Extra point splits
I
the
was-
uprights.
I was picking
And
this
that'll
one.
make our score 14-7. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Oh, I don't.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding their winning streak.
Trying to squeeze to that gap.
Playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you've got that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Shotgun snap to Locke.
Out of track.
Deep here for Flowers. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17.
Boom!
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
All right, here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He got hurt inside the pocket.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Guy got hurt inside the pocket.
Stafford going to give this one to Corum. Down the left sideline. Inside the 20. Touchdown! Blake Corum, 71 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 33-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Now he's going to step up and run. He'll get this complete to the tight end Barner. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They look to throw. It's locked. That one into the hands of Flowers. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Locke going to go on 4th down. He'll try to do it himself. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Corum now on 1st and 10. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On the draw, Corum. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Hey, 180. Drill right, 22. Hurry, 20 hot.
Stafford. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They snap it to Stafford. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Terrence Ferguson. It's a gain of 6. Results in a 1st down.
Running left, Corum. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They run once more with Corum. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
59, 280.
Stafford. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Out of the gun, Stafford. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10.
Ready.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
53, ready. Yellow 20. 11. Stay 50. Hey, give me a radar. 20.
Throwing again at Stafford. And he comes back with one complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Ready. Blue 60. 20 high.
Touchdown. Devontae Adams. A 5-yard touchdown. And his guys have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressive. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And some space here. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
21, 280, 50.
The final shot before the break, Stafford. And this is taken in at the 5. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14.
28. Our home team, 14.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage.
Picked off by Reek Whelan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Working to put a drive together.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Hands it to Walker to begin the series. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They fake the handoff, now Lock. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a first and 10.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On play action, Lock. To the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's good for 28 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Lock working out of the gun. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3.
Toss left side for Walker. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. On the toss to Charbonnet. No gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They're losing here in the third quarter, maybe trying to get the ball outside, bust a big play. Obviously didn't work there.
Yeah, and while it didn't work, I really can't fault them for trying it. You and I have talked to the offensive coordinator, and we knew that was the place they wanted to try and go. And sometimes you just have to stick with it because 2-yard gains turn into 20-yard gains as the game goes along.
Third and 4.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Lock. Now he's going to step up and run. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. Back to throw, Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that will bring up second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, first down. Final minute now of the third quarter.
First and 10 at the 37-yard.
Now Stafford. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
That's another.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Julian Love picks it. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It's got pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Now 2nd and 9.
At the 11-yard line.
There's Locke to throw. On the slant, here's Smith-Njigba. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try for the first with Walker. And boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Now Locke, gotta have this one. It's complete, swings it out to his running back. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Like 7.
Now Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. Just a gain of a couple there. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Corum will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
They'll look to run with Corum. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Give me radar. Set. Stop.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. Here's Walker to start the drive. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. I don't think that's what the defensive coordinator had in mind there. You got him pinned back inside the 5, and then you let him rip off that long run.
You're already anticipating the film session, aren't you?
There's going to be some anger.
Yeah, it's not going to be at the greatest hits, is it? Because they didn't hit anyone on that play. Supposed to have them pinned back deep. Instead, they leave a big crack, a gaping hole, and guess what? They're in bad position right now.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. The 20. And touchdown! Cooper Kupp, 40 yards. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Lock. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. All right, just go ahead and say it with me. That was a
mistake,
yeah, for sure, without a doubt. Because at some point, put your foot in the ground, get upfield, and get down, protecting the ball. Don't go out of bounds, because when you go out of bounds, you're really just helping the defense.
Yeah, not to be too hyperbolic, but it's like giving the D an extra timeout, isn't it?
It certainly is. Gives them a chance to regroup, and it means you have to snap the ball in additional time, which always means the possibility of a mistake.
3rd down and 6. Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. Stafford now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Set. 180. White.
Now it's Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Now Stafford. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Big 20.
They'll run here with Corum. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Set. Set.
Again, it's Corum. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. They'll try the jet sweep. Stafford pops it forward. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
36. Our home team, 22.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Lock to throw. Pass caught, Arroyo right side. Able to get out across the 40-yard line, so a spectacular play to begin this drive.
Complete to Elijah Arroyo.
Here's Locke. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
13 yards on the play. That's another.
One final try for Locke. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd like to be those defensive coaches, though. That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for our visitors, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the home team here, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.
I'm in a tunnel, foot on the gas. I see these demons, hoping I crash. All that I wanted, like the last blast. Gotta move fast, get to the bag. I saw the signs for so long, just a reminder to hold on. Ain't gonna cry or go home, stay strong, yeah. Walls keep closing in, I keep going in, going in. See that I'm gonna be the first, but they praying that I won't let. And you know that I get better when I wanna get better. I get better when I wanna get better.